Good morning, everyone. Aaron Smith here. We are about to go on a virtual bicycle ride. It's real for me, but I've got friends with COVID or who are quarantining for COVID and for various other reasons may not be able to go on a real actual bicycle ride right now. So the reason I'm making this video is so that if you are stuck inside or for whatever reason can't go outside to ride your bike, run, or you're just on an elliptical machine indoors, treadmill, stationary bike, you can turn on your TV and watch this footage on YouTube as I do this 45-mile bicycle ride. I'm going to upload it in 4 or 5 parts, a 4 or 5 part series. So we're going to go to a town called Ira, Texas. We're going to take a 45-mile route to Ira, Texas. It's a gravel loop, and so I want you to know my situation. So my name's Aaron Smith. I live here in Gainesville, Texas. I'm missing my right leg above the knee, and this is a bicycle I'll be riding today, right here. It's my mountain bike. My left leg here, I was in an accident, and 12 weeks ago I had surgery to fix what's called a trimalleolar ankle fracture. Here's a picture. All right, so that's what it looks like. And so maybe I'm hoping that, you know, my situation might motivate you if you're trying to get out, work up the energy and the nerve to go ahead and do your own workout. So I won't be going as fast as some of the faster professional bicycle riders out there, but I'll be going slow enough to where you can enjoy the view. And if you're on an elliptical or a treadmill machine, I'll actually be going faster than you would be going on one of those machines probably. So without further ado, let's head off, and I hope y'all enjoy this. Hope you enjoy the ride. All right, I'll put my hat on. Got a pretty mockingbird up there, just landed in the tree. Ugh, got this helmet on pretty tight. All right, the camera is rolling. I don't plan on doing a whole lot of talking during this ride. I know it's your exercise session, and so we're just going to go and enjoy the scenery. I'll talk a little bit, but I'm not going to talk about my political beliefs or anything, or religious beliefs or anything like that. You know, I'm just gonna maybe react to some of the scenery, tell you what I'm seeing, but maybe not. I may just stay quiet. So on the bike now, I think we're ready to go. All right, so we're off. Get across this road. First mile or so is pavement, but then we're going to get onto gravel, and we'll pretty much stay on gravel for not over 90% of the ride. It's Saturday morning, Saturday after Thanksgiving. It's 8 o'clock, 42 degrees. Yeah, so I have a friend who was diagnosed with COVID yesterday, and I know he likes to ride his bicycle, so it kind of inspired me to make this video because he can't be out there. He's got to quarantine and stay at home, and so do the people in his family. So I'm sure there's plenty of people for all kinds of reasons that just can't be out riding. Or maybe you can ride, you may just be in a different part of the country. You may like this scenery. If you're in the city, you know, you're not gonna be able to find something like this in the morning very easily. So it's really for anybody. This video is for anybody who might enjoy it. The way I visualize this video being used is you would turn on your monitor in front of your exercise machine and just watch it. But if there's some other way that you're using it, feel free to let me know. Tell me in the comments section. I may be able to cater the video a little bit to your specific type of exercise as well. But yeah, I'm missing my right leg above the knee. For everybody who's not already following me. And left leg was broken because somebody tried to kill me. They tried to run me off the road. And they did, they succeeded. They would have hit me, so I went into a ditch and broke my leg, my ankle. And so, recovering from that. But I'm not about to let somebody like that keep me down, keep me from enjoying life and riding my bicycle, getting out here. So it's taken perseverance and working through a lot of pain and the physical therapy, but so far I've seen steady improvement. And I'm not able to go as fast as I was before the accident. Not quite as fast just yet, but that's okay. It's not about the speed for me, it's about the experience. I'll take it. All right, we got a hill here. Let's go. We got to climb this hill. It's not too bad. Just got to gear it down. Add a little resistance to your trainer, to your machine that you're using. Relief will come at the top of this hill. We'll get it. We'll have it a little easier, but let's work to get up this hill. Almost there, almost to the top. All right, we're at the top of the hill. Let's relax a little bit. Let the resistance off a little bit on your machine. And now we're going to cruise down this hill. Cruise down the other side of it. We're getting real close to the gravel, y'all. You're going to like this area that we're about to get to. We're in Gainesville, Texas right now. We're leaving Gainesville, we're headed to Era. We're not gonna stay on pavement at all. There is a straight shot way to get to Era, but we're gonna take the roundabout way and stay on the gravel roads. We're not even going into Era. We're gonna loop around Era and then come back. And we're not gonna take the same way back that we take there. It'll be all new scenery all the way. So I'm gonna get over here on the other side of the road on this shoulder. Once we get to the top of this hill, then we'll turn right. I really hope you all enjoy this ride. I know that I will reflect upon it this winter when it's too cold and too nasty outside to do it, too wet. I will jump on a stationary bike and play this video and enjoy this ride once again. But right now it's unfolding for you as it's unfolding for me. Really don't know what's going to happen, what we'll see, or even if we'll be able to complete it. But I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure we do complete it. So if I upload this video, then that means we completed it. It'll be a multiple part video. Not sure what I'm going to call it yet. I think I'll call it Era Gravel Loop Part 1A, Part 1A, and then Part 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, and so on, if there's a so on. So they should be about an hour long, each video, for this entire ride. I'm gonna upload it all, uncut. Hey, horsies. So this is where the gravel begins. Gravel riding is a lot like road riding. You just have to have a better suspension, wider tires to handle these loose rocks. Whoa! Got a little bumpy back there. It's slower going. A little bit. The better you are at getting your suspension right, the faster you can go. But the benefits are cleaner air, better scenery, fewer cars, more wildlife. Drawbacks are you're more likely to run into someone in a car that's doesn't have their mind in the right place, or doesn't have a fully inspected automobile out here. Maybe somebody might be up to no good riding these gravel roads. I've run into that at night. And then you got dogs. Some people have dogs that like to chase, so you got to have different ways to handle those dogs. I carry this pole. I use this pole for balance, you know, because I'm missing my leg. It helps me stay balanced and not fall over when I stop. But I can also shake it at a dog, which works. It scares most dogs away. Most dogs that want to nip at my feet. All right. Got some field larks flying across the road, meadow larks, migratory bird. You don't see them as much in the summer and spring and fall. Now that we are in the fall now, that's when they arrive, so. They should be living here throughout the winter, those meadowlarks. And now the road gets a little bit rougher. A little bit looser. The gravel's loose. Here comes a bridge, y'all. We got to be careful going over this bridge because there's no guardrails on it. All right, no problem. A lot of birds. There's a cardinal up there. Perfect day for this. Not too muddy. Not too windy. We've got wind that's fluctuating between 5 and 10 miles an hour. It's pretty nice for this area. Looking out in this field, sometimes there's deer out here. Not today. I hope the glare of that sun isn't bothering you as much as it's bothering me. We'll turn the other direction and it'll move higher into the sky. It'll get better. So stay with me. These rocks are really loose. There's a lot of big ones. Not a whole lot of traffic back here. So those of you on your treadmills, if I were you, I would simulate or try to simulate in your mind running around these big rocks, running over these big rocks and trying not to twist your ankle. Now we've got some washboarding, so I'm bouncing up and down. That appears to have cleared out a little bit. You pick up a little speed, but still got loose gravel, big rocks. More birds. Lots of birds in these bushes along the road. Got some ducks on the pond over here. See, there they go. They're flying away. I don't know if y'all can see that through the trees. Hope so. Hope you can see it. All right, so now we're climbing. We got a little hill right here. Let's push our way up. All right, we're at the top. Now we can relax a little bit as we continue to move forward. Some black Angus cows out here to the right. Hey cows, how are y'all doing today? Hey there, Mrs. Lone Cow. You're a pretty cow. Wind is picking up. Seems like it's mainly a crosswind, maybe a little bit of a tailwind. Well, I can tell from looking at the flag over there that it's actually a bit of a, well, it's a bit of a headwind now. Crosswind, headwind is what we've got. Crosswind. It's moving back and forth. It's a sustained crosswind out of the east. It's fluctuating between slight headwind, slight tailwind. I'm so glad to have y'all along on this ride. I feel like I go pretty fast, but I am missing my right leg above the knee joint, so there's just not as many muscles to propel me as would be typical. So I don't really have a lot of people out there who want to go riding with me because I'm not as fast as them, or maybe I go farther than they do. This is a 45-mile ride. Not a whole lot of people in my community who want to go 45 miles or adapt to my schedule. So having you here virtually, it's comforting. Thank y'all for joining. Glad to have you. We're working together to better ourselves. We've chosen to do something positive with our time and constructive. This ride is enjoyable. I enjoy it. It's also great exercise. Great way to burn fat. You don't have to watch your diet quite as closely when you can get out here and burn up a lot of those extra Thanksgiving calories or treats that we all like to spoil ourselves with. Bumpy, bumpy. That's okay. Nice little farmhouse. These people obviously have kids or grandkids. Young kids, that's a giveaway right there. A little plastic four-wheeler. So we're climbing now. We're going uphill again. It's not too steep. It's pretty long though. We won't get to the top until we get to this house far up here to the right. Looks like we've got an automobile. Yep, we've got our first car of the ride so far. As long as they stay to the left, we stay to the right, we'll be fine. Well, she waved at us, but she does have the sun kind of in her eyes, so it's easier for me to see her than it is for her to see me. That's what I just noticed. She kind of was squinting through a glare. So we have to take that into consideration as cars approach. And stay safe. Stay safe out there. That includes those of you who are on your ellipticals, treadmills, and stationary bikes. We're simulating a real ride here, so simulation happens in the mind. I'm creating the footage to help with the simulation, but you're just gonna have to pretend that these cars are coming at you. Pretend that it's real. It's real for me, therefore it's real for us. All right, we made it to the top of the hill. Beautiful countryside. Meadowlarks flying across the road in front of us. All right, I'm gonna see how far we've gone. Huh, 5 miles so far. Well, that may not line up perfectly with how far you've gone, but you know, let's just enjoy the scenery together. And your machine, you know, you can get off it, and if you need to go get a drink, just turn me back on when you get back. We'll continue on this ride. But it don't stop for me, so let's keep going for everybody who wants to. 5 miles of 45 miles. We're just getting started. Wow, we've got a lot of birds in the field out here. Blackbirds around these horses. Hey birdies! Hey birdies! All right, we could turn left and that would be faster. Well, we're gonna go straight. Kind of backtrack parallel to that previous road that we were on. And then we'll go back again. We're just taking a zigzaggy loop. Trying to get in that scenery and get in those miles. Be sure to turn your fan up because it's 42 degrees out here and windy. If you're indoors, it's not going to be that cool probably, so be sure to keep that fan going. Be sure to stay hydrated. You're going to need more hydration than I will, so don't stop drinking. But don't drink too much either. It's easy to get too hydrated, so just kind of drink when you're thirsty in moderation, small sips. If you haven't had breakfast yet, then you might eat a few protein bars, 1 or 2. I wouldn't eat more than 3 throughout this entire ride though. Yeah, we're going uphill. Just a spinning up those hills. It's a low grade hill, but it is definitely a hill. We're definitely going up. Just about to the top of this hill. It's gonna level out up here between this trash can on the right and the mailbox on the left, that's the peak of the hill that we've been climbing. Boy, that farmhouse looks like it's in pretty bad shape right there. Not sure if anybody, yeah, somebody lives back there. Not in the front part that looks bad, but back behind there, there's kind of a mobile home. All right, now we're on flat terrain. This overall route is fairly flat compared to some of my other routes. I think it's beautiful though. There's not a whole lot of trees compared to some of the forested routes, but I like these fields, this farmland, these pastures. Great scenery. I like all you birds sitting on the fence over there. Pretty birds. A lot of meadowlarks right here, sparrows. Kind of got everything. Farm birds, country birds. Hey there, birdies. You really don't see the birds like this in the spring and summer. I think this is just a big migratory stop on their migratory routes. We're getting kind of lucky to see so many of them. All right, so now we've got something over here. I don't know who lives here, but they don't seem to like to keep their stuff in their garage. It's just kind of sprawled out all over the place. Thought I heard a junkyard dog headed this way back there, so we gotta watch out. Watch out for those doggies. Yeah, we're clear. No dogs coming after us. That's good. I just want you to know that I'm so glad to have you with me on this ride. No matter what your situation is, you can do this at your own pace, in the comfort of your home. To tell you the truth, that's what I'd rather be doing a lot of times, you know, especially when it's cold and raining outside. But every now and then I get a good day like today. And boy, it's great to get it on video so that more people can join me indoors when the weather isn't quite this great. We can remember it through the video and enjoy this ride. Now we got a hawk up in front of us on this telephone pole. I hope it stays a little longer. I'm gonna stay quiet. Wow, look at that beautiful red-tailed hawk. Wow, so beautiful. All right, she's hunting up there, hunting for rabbits. And we didn't scare her away. That's great. I'm sure if we were in a vehicle with a loud motor, she would have flown off. But no, she's still back there. She's still up on that pole. Beautiful red-tailed hawk. Huge bird of prey. They hunt rabbits, cats, little dogs, squirrels. They can carry off some pretty big food items, chickens. All right, so we've got to cross this busy road here. Oh my, I'm gonna have to stop because we do have a lot of cars right here. This is Highway 51. This is a state highway. It leads from Gainesville to Decatur. It also leads to Era. Era's that way. This is a road I take when I'm on a road bike, not a gravel bike. In my case, I have a mountain bike. I call it my gravel bike. My road bike is actually a hybrid. I call it my road bike. But that's the route to take on a road bike to Era. We're taking the winding loop on gravel. Which I think is more fun. I've done both. I like to do both, but this is more fun. Little birdies everywhere. Wow, if I'd have known we were going to see so many birds on this trip, I would have told you at the beginning of the ride, this will be a bird watching trip. But like I said, it's unfolding for me as it's unfolding for you. No telling what else we'll see. Let's see how far we've gone. We've gone 7.15 miles so far, which won't align with how far you've gone probably, but you may have gone farther, you may not have gone as far. As long as you're here with me enjoying the scenery, that's all that matters to me. Glad to have you here. Delighted to have you here. See what kind of bird this is. Okay, that's a little hawk. It was standing on the high line. It's flying over there now. Little hawk. These little hawks, they hunt for the smaller birds. Been going about 45 minutes now, according to my Strava. You know, I did turn on my Strava before I actually started riding, so that really doesn't even line up with my exact time on the bicycle. So don't be concerned if it doesn't quite line up with yours. We're just rolling and loving life. You know, if people didn't always tell me that I'm missing a leg, I wouldn't notice it anymore. It's been, let's see, 2012 that I lost this right leg. So it's been 8 years. It's not an injury that I'm dealing with anymore. I've healed from it. I've moved on. Been able to get the right prosthetic to do this. My concern now is the real leg that you can't see, that broken ankle that's still healing. Got some doves and pigeons out there to the right. Yeah, if anything would have kept me in bed this morning and kept me off of this bicycle, it would have been this broken ankle on my left side. So it's been 12 weeks since the surgery, but for the first 6 weeks I couldn't bear any weight at all on it. Then 6 weeks ago I slowly started just bearing a little bit of weight. Had already lost so much muscle. And found that riding the bike is the best way to cover distance with this kind of injury, because I just can't walk very far before it starts swelling and hurting really badly. But on the bicycle, we're putting most of our weight, a lot of our weight, on the seat itself. You don't have to put that much on that ankle, and covering a lot of distance, getting a lot of joy per unit distance. Getting a lot of distance out of these bike rides. And hopefully y'all are getting a lot of great scenery out of your time on your elliptical machine, treadmill, or whatever kind of bicycle, recumbent, indoor trainer, whatever you're riding or using to exercise on this day. Beautiful day here inside, which is outside for me. It may be a nasty day outside for you. When I come back and reflect on this video, it may be a nasty day outside for me too. So, wow. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day for the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We got that sunshine. We may have some dogs to deal with up here. Oh, speak of the devil, I hear dogs behind us. They may come from this house as well, so. Oh, I hear some. Oh, here they come, here they come. We've got an air horn, we're gonna scare them. Get back. Get back. Boy, that's a lot of dogs. Those big ones, they didn't chase us. Bunch of little schnauzers. All right, well, the big ones didn't chase us. One of them began to chase us. The other ones thought about it. Then I blew that air horn, which made them reconsider, which is all it takes, because I'm moving. While they're reconsidering, I'm moving out of their range. Just got to give them a little distraction with that air horn. Looks like we've got somebody, a farmer, tending to his cows up here. I don't see him, but I see his truck and his cows. Or her, could be her. You don't know. Hate to jump to assumptions. Yeah, whoever it is there. Yeah, it's two individuals, I believe. Him and her. How's it going?
Hey, morning.
Morning. Yeah, so he's building a house over there. He's got a pad. He's got an RV or a camper trailer over on that pad. He's probably living in that while he's building the house. Good idea. I'd like to do that myself. I like to live out here, but I enjoy a lot of the conveniences of living in town, so it means a lot to me that I can just get out here on my bicycle and enjoy it. Enjoy it all. Hey there, cows. They've got a hot wire holding them in, just two tiny strands of wire with electricity pulsating through the wire, and that's what's keeping them from going after that hay or coming out into this road. Now we're climbing. Now I hope you'll do this whole ride with me all at once, but you know what? If you want to break it into several days, that's fine too. We're doing a 45-mile loop. We're going to Era, Texas, and I'm just going to upload all of it. All this scenery, uncut. So if you only have an hour to exercise, feel free to just stop it when you're done with an hour. Turn it back on the next day. We'll go through this entire series together. When the video ends, it'll be about an hour long. It'll go on to the next one, part 1, part 2, part 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be the A. This is my first video to actually do this as a virtual scenery aid for people working out indoors. And so the next one, you know, if I do another this same ride to Era, or slightly different variant of an Era loop on gravel, I'll call it part 1B, part 1C, D, E, F, G, and so on for different rides. The letter will denote the ride, the number will denote the stage of the individual ride. Yeah, if you like it, let me know. If I've got some people joining me and riding with me, then I'll just keep making them, giving you more rides to accompany me on. Nice little house over here. Those camper trailers are pretty popular these days. They may have relatives coming to stay with them who are staying in that camper. I'm not sure. So as I said, we're zigzagging our way to Era on these gravel roads. So we're up here, we're going to cross State Highway 51 again. And then we'll loop around and cross it again. We'll cross it several times. We're gonna climb to the highway, and then we're gonna climb to the top of the next hill beyond the highway. So turn up that resistance, y'all. Let's go. chug our way up this incline and straight against the wind. The wind's coming out of the east, we're going into the east. It's probably a 10-mile-an-hour wind, maybe 15-mile-an-hour gusts, going right into it. We got one car here, then we're gonna cross once they pass. All right, we're clear. Now keep on climbing. The road is rough, the wind is fast, and the hill is steep. Not really that steep, but all the combined factors make for some resistance. Some serious resistance. Come on, y'all, let's make it to the top of this hill. Just power on up. Let's put in the work here. Let's go. See the top. I can see over the top. When we get to this gate on the right, we'll be at the top. And it'll get easier. We still have the headwind, still have the bumpy road, but we can start going downhill right now. Now we're leveling out. Whew. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. Well, that view is worth it. That beautiful pond, the lake over there. Got some ducks on the lake. Nice, pretty pasture around the lake. There goes some ducks. All right, let's go up this hill. Let's make it up this hill. We gotta climb again. We climb up against the wind. Tough, y'all, it's tough. Well, that wind's really picking up. We're really climbing. All right, we're making it though. We're almost to the top. See this little birdie on the fence post? Oh, he just flew away. But he was sitting right at the top of the hill. it's leveling out. We got a lot of birds over here to the right. Big birds. Oh, these are wild geese, y'all. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to them. But we've got wild Canada geese out here in this field. Too bad I can't zoom in on them. But I think we can get pretty close on the road. When we turn right up here, we're gonna go around this whole field. Yeah, but we've got a flock of wild geese right out there. Right out there. Right there. Giant Canada geese. That's what I believe we have out there. Okay, so this is the best view we're going to get of those geese because we're going to turn right up there, but it's going to be too far away from it. This is as close as we're going to get. But yeah, there's probably 100 to 200 wild geese out there. One of them is solid white. Now we're going over the hill. We can't see them anymore. Boy, that was beautiful. I wish y'all could, or I wish I could zoom it in better for you. Have no zoom in capabilities at all, so. So our bird watching is going great so far. Gone 10.75 miles so far. Up. Now we're not going straight into it. Now it's a crosswind, so that makes it a lot easier to go against. It's a little harder to stay upright. You got to be more careful that you don't fall down in a crosswind, but at least you don't have it blowing in your face, slowing you down. Yeah, all those geese are to my right, but they're over that hill, so I thought we would be able to see them, but I thought wrong. We can't see them at all from right here. We're going uphill. But I swear going up this hill is easier than it was going down that hill back there when we were going against the wind, where those geese were. nice farmhouse right here. I know this guy. If he's not a farmer, I don't know who is. He farms a lot. Got his Great Pyrenees dogs out there, and they're not chasing us. That's awesome. That's what I like. Hey there, cows. Not a whole lot of grass out in that field. Seems to be kind of overgrazed. They've got horses and cows that really like to eat up all that grass. Oh, the field larks are flying in front of us. They sure are. Got a big group of them up here to the right and left. Field larks, meadow larks. Beautiful birds. Hey there, meadow larks. So up here to the right, we have the Spring Creek Cemetery. It's behind this Spring Creek Church, or beside the church over here. And we are gonna turn right here. Work our way back over to Highway 51, which we're going to then cross that highway again. Cross that highway again on our meandering loop.